I'm gonna need you to calm down, take a chill pill, and soften your heart to love. Maybe I should go into therapy. Maybe I should. Yes, you are the drama. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This week I am filming a reading vlog that will be ready for next week. So for this week's video, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna get offended. Because that's what the internet is for. I have pulled up about like 9 or 10 of my favorite books on Goodreads, and we are going to read 1-star reviews. Okay, let's just get started. Also, this chair is loud. I'm going to try to stay as still as I can, but I can't promise anything. Archer's voice. This will forever be a comfort book and my safe space, okay? This is the best book ever, and I refuse to take any criticism on it. It does have a 4.24 average rating out of like over 400,000 ratings. So that's pretty amazing. Am I missing something? Am I reading a different book? How do people like this book? Listen, I have a heart of ice. Maybe I don't deserve a romance ever, whether in book form or in real life, because I felt absolutely nothing reading this. Possibly some rage, but that's it. But this time I know it's because this book was genuinely so bad, not because I'm a picky a-hole when it comes to romance. My head is literally empty. I don't know what to even think of this because of how bad it was. I have no thoughts. I have literally lost my ability to think. I do not think, therefore I am not. I would just like to say, I mean, one, not every book is for every person, so we give each other some grace. I don't want you speaking death over your love life. So we're going to speak life over that, and we're going to say and remind ourselves that you do deserve romance in your books and in your real life. But I am shocked you felt absolutely nothing. Like, I was taken on an emotional roller coaster. I was laughing, I was crying, I was freaking out, I was calm, I was hopeful, I was stressed, but like in a good way. I felt safe, okay? This book made me feel safe. So I'm very shocked that you felt absolutely nothing. Okay, it's been a little bit, had a lot of technical difficulties, different sound issues, planes, music. A siren is going off right now. You can never catch a break. Let's get back into it. Archer's voice feels like you are reading someone's diary entry. I think you need to take a breather. Wish I could turn back time to the good old days when there was no effing book talk to trick me into reading some cheesy ass books about some lame one-dimensional characters written by authors who have no idea what the F they are talking about. I'm gonna need you to calm down, take a chill pill, and soften your heart to love. People are writing essays about Archer's voice in the 1-star category. The way this was written reminds me of a child trying to tell a story, but they keep repeating themselves. Okay, so we've had a lot of technical difficulties. My phone ran out of storage and stopped filming, and I didn't know. Just lost about at least 4 minutes of footage. So happy. I love technology. It's never failed me. I'm just gonna read a few that I thought were funny, that I liked, that I already filmed a reaction to. This is the book all you romance readers push on everyone. This book has a 4.3 Goodreads average. No, just no. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. And if my phone didn't cut me off, you would have heard me say, I don't care, I don't need your points. I can give myself all the points I want. And yes, my God does have mercy on my soul and grace as well. So praise God. This one I think is really funny. OMG, caveman vibes. But he actually acts like a caveman. Your point? Yes, OMG, he is a caveman. And I love it, and I'm here for it, and I'm in love with him. Okay? Who is rating this book 5 stars? Me. Apparently I am the drama here because I hate this book so much. Yes, you are the drama. Oh, this one I thought was funny. This book reads like a high school student took a creative writing workshop taught by Colleen Hoover. Listen. I get what she's saying, And honestly, there are some elements that, like, I don't know, I feel like Colleen Hoover books and Archer's Voice can be cousins, distant relatives, but they're not one and the same. Okay, we're gonna move on. Love in Other Words. I'll be honest, I read this over a year ago and I don't remember much. I know like the basic major plot lines and everything, but I don't know the details. I don't remember specific scenes. This was rated 4.27 stars average out of over 500,000 ratings. So again, this is a good book. Has anyone got any good one-liners? I'm not reading any more essays. I'm not doing it. Plain, again. If we could pretend the airplanes in the night sky were like shooting stars, because I really need a wish right now, I would wish that the planes would stop and go away. Go, fly, little planes, fly. Favorite word, he whispers? You. 5 stars. What's so bad about that? That is beautiful. It's one of my favorite lines. Not even motivated enough to write an average review. At least you're honest. Visceral. I feel visceral hatred for this book. Okay, don't hold back, you know, live your truth. No, thank you. I want my time back. Okay. I'm gonna be done. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, a lot of these are romance books, so let me do something different to keep you entertained. We're gonna do The House Across the Lake. I think I rated this like 4.75 stars. I loved it. It has a 3.6 average rating of over 200,000 ratings. LOL. LMAO even. Huh? I don't know why I finished this. Because it was a darn good book. That's why. You're welcome. Happy to help. What was that? No, really, I'm asking. Who let Sager make that the twist of this book? LMAO, no, not for me. But credit where it's due. Right up until the book completely went off the rails, it was a very engaging read. I can understand where you're coming from because it took me off guard too. Twist ended up going in like a completely opposite direction than you would have expected or ever thought would happen. So I get that it might not be for everyone because it's a turn. It's a 180. Riley Sager and I are done. Finito. Over. This was my first book by this author, and I'm now obsessed and I want to read a bunch of his books. So I'm really surprised that this is the book that started my relationship with this author is the book that's ending this person's relationship with the author. We're going to try this one more time. Jail for Riley. Jail for Riley for 10,000 years. That's a bit extreme. Jail for his characters. His character should be in jail, but he should not be in jail. Yawn. This is the most crazy book I've ever read, and yet you're yawning? Okay, get through the first 100 pages because you need to like set up and learn about everything and the people in the world and everything going on. But after the first 100 pages or so, that is no snooze fest. You are wrong. So that was The House Across the Lake. Now let's do one of my favorite books, Red, White, and Royal Blue. With almost 1 million ratings, rated 4.09 average. Wait a second, one of my friends on Goodreads and in real life only rated it 3 stars and posted a spoiler-filled review. Oh my gosh, I need to read this. Girl, I am offended by your review. Wow, I feel so betrayed. Okay, let's look at the 1 stars. This is the most sexless book I've ever read. And they posted this on Christmas. I would just like to say that I'm pretty sure the movie is rated R. Okay, making sure we're still filming because I'm traumatized right now. Absolutely not. Okay. I'm really concerned for the people who recommended this book to me. We're good. I'm fine. Apparently, the author doesn't like Taylor Swift, and the Swifties are mad. The Swifties are mad. I would respectfully like to permanently burn this book out of my brain and any trace of it with it. Okay. I feel like there's not many interesting reviews, to be honest. I was expecting something, I don't know. You know what? I'm bored reading your reviews. How about that? You're hating on some of my favorite writing. I'm hating on your writing and your reviews. If this next book doesn't have like reviews that are popping off, I will be shocked, because I know people hate this book and I love it. I am not ashamed, and that is The Hating Game. You can hate this hating book all you want, but I don't know, I can't make it work. I don't know. Average rating 3.9 out of over 700. That was in ratings. It is very cringy book talk, and I know that. I am self-aware, but I love it and I adore it. These two would definitely get divorced. I'm still waiting for a handwritten apology from Sally Thorne for this atrocity. Okay, here we go. I found the comedians. They're here. I had to have surgery to remove this book from my mind. Now this is what I came here for. This is what I wanted in my reviews here.
It is so bad, I want to give you a 0, but that's not possible. So I give you a 1.
0.5 stars. Okay. I will say I hated the movie. The movie was not good. It did not work. I don't know, the actor's chemistry. I felt like the actor playing Josh was a little just like 1 or 2 dimensional, like he needed more depth. So the book was better than the movie in this case, for sure. Are straight people okay? No. I'm worried about y'all. Please go to therapy. Once I can afford it, I will. Don't you worry. Thank you for caring about my mental health. I really appreciate it. I'm happy to know someone's looking out for me on the internet. We get it, you're short. Goddamn. Honestly, yeah, I did not. In the book, it just keeps repeating about how short and tiny she is. I'm not about that in my romance books. Not about it. I'm surprised that instead of getting like annoyed or offended that people don't like some of my favorite books, I think it's genuinely so funny. I'm like, it's bringing me joy reading these. I want to snort you. Seriously, is that what turns you on? Oh, someone's saying they like the movie more than the book. No, you're wrong. One word for this book. Detestable. Mia, this book, please, for the love of all things good, I don't care if you're short. I have read better fan fictions. I'm halfway through, but life's too short and I have suffered enough. Honestly, I agree. Life is too short. If you're reading a book and you're suffering reading it, DNF it. And I need to listen to my own advice, because I feel like a failure when I DNF books, because I'm like, then it's not gonna, like, I can't add it to my Goodreads, but like, or I could, but I actually read all of that, and like, I don't know, I'm like so type A with like my Goodreads like reading year list and whatnot, that I'm like, I just need to finish it. But we should not be suffering. Reading should be fun. So if you're not vibing with the book, move on. Hating game. I hated this. Using this as a kindling wood fire starter substitute. Not actually, but also. Okay, that was a good time. Next, Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. I read this so many years ago, and it's just one of my favorites. I refuse to watch the movie, even though Dylan Sprouse is in it, because the trailer looks so bad. I was rating 4 stars. This book isn't beautiful. It's just a complete disaster. Travis is psychotic, abusive, and overprotective. I cannot believe this gets published. Is he abusive? I don't think he's abusive. I mean, you know, he has some red flags. I love that I'm defending abusive but not psychotic. Listen, I don't think he is, but he's definitely not a green flag, I'll admit. But I fell in love with him at a young age, and now here we are in this toxic relationship. This was one of the first books that got me into reading when I was like a young teenager. I probably should not have been reading this as a young teenager, but I did, and we can't change the past. I refuse to believe that 14-year-old me fell in love with this psycho. That's me. I'm the 14-year-old that fell in love with the psycho. I want to make a funny quip about how bad this book is, but I just can't, because the romantic hero of the story is genuinely one of the terrifying individuals I've ever read about. Like, girl, get a restraining order. I'm so serious. I'm really reflecting on what someone's saying is a terrifying individual and is the same individual, fictional individual, that is one of my first book boyfriends. Maybe I should go into therapy. Maybe I should. Throws up forever. Go see a doctor. More than 2 years and 200 books later, this is still the worst book I've ever read. Seeing that 4.13 average rating genuinely makes me want to cry. Oh dear Lord, no thank you. Over 200 pages into it and I had to close it for good. I felt like I was back in high school. Honestly, yeah. I read this when I was around 14. I don't actually know how old I was. And so of course I was, you know, middle school, high school, and that's the type of social dynamic I was in. And I read this book and I loved it and it made sense to me. I think if I read it now, post-college, or if I read it during college, I don't know if I would have liked it as much, to be honest. So that's fair. I think if I read it at an older age, I don't know if I would have actually loved this book like I do because I read it when I did. This book is the reason negative stars should be a thing. It's also the reason why I now only have 2 brain cells remaining. Let's do Flawless, Chestnut Springs. I've only read the first 3 books so far, but I love all of them. But I'm just gonna look at the reviews for Flawless, the first book in the series. Average rating 4.09. Time of death 46%. I couldn't care less about the supposedly sexy cowboy with a ponytail. Honestly, I kind of agree with that. I like long hair on guys, but for some reason reading about the ponytail, I was like, I need to see it to believe it, because just reading about this cowboy with a ponytail, it wasn't a vibe for me. My iPhone cut me off again because it ran out of storage. So we're gonna wrap this up on Flawless and we're gonna head out, okay? Someone put horrible but entertaining and hilarious. That's all I wanted. If it gave you all you wanted, why did you rate it 1 star? Just saying. The title of this is lying to you guys. No, you're lying to me. This book was flawless. Never judge a book by its cover. I should have judged. No, you're judging the old ugly cover with the real people on it. It's icky. I don't like it. No one does. I don't know why they do this to us. But all the new covers are cute. And you can't deny me that. I was pretty much cringing the whole time, skimmed the end. Cowboy romance is not for me. Maybe this is a sign of maturing. Well, this book certainly lives up to its title, flawlessly frustrating. It's like ordering a gourmet meal and getting served a plate of cold instant noodles with a side of regret. Status on tripping and falling for the cowboys. Yeena. Ew. I'm going to stop before my phone cuts me off because I can so easily see that happening. This video was so chaotic to film. Planes, sirens, music, phone storage. I need to get an actual camera, but that's a lot of money. We'll get there one day. Thanks for watching with me. If you rated these books 1 star, screw you. But actually, it's okay. We're allowed to like different books, and it is a safe space. You are allowed to read whatever you enjoy reading, just as I'm allowed to enjoy whatever I enjoy reading. And it is okay. We don't need to shame each other. We don't need to be mean. Reading is for fun. It's not meant to be torture, so don't read books you don't like. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Well, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next reading vlog, as long as that goes to plan next week.